It's Week 11 of the NFL, and today's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Bears and the reigning AFC champs coming up next.
We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up with the Chicago Bears. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at our home side in this one. They're squaring off against a very tough unit to throw against.
And this is not one of the better passing offenses in the league to begin with, Brandon. And to illustrate that point, they're down near the bottom of the power ranking, so the focus is going to need to be on possession-type throws. Whether they're trying to use their running backs or tight ends a little bit more, the big thing is to make sure the quarterback gets it out of his hands quickly to his receivers, and they hope to gain an advantage that way.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. This is taken just shy of the 10, and he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And he is hot, hot, hot. Yeah, okay, so there's a blemish in there, right? He did throw one interception in the last game.
But 5 touchdown passes.
Okay, that's the offset you want.
I'd say bench him. 5 touchdowns, 1 interception,
You
right?
are tough, Coach. I thought the ratio was if you got to 3-1, your quarterback was operating at peak efficiency. 5-1.
And a win.
And a win? Yeah, just let him keep throwing it.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Throwing now is Allen. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7. A good safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. Now Allen again. And this one quickly to Lamb. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. The numbers for him from a week ago: 6 catches, 114 yards.
5th in the league in receiving yards, and that's a strong category. I mean, if you're in the top 5 in anything, I don't care whether it's football or tiddlywinks, you're having a nice season.
From midfield, here's Allen. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another 1st down.
He's certainly done a nice job spreading the field on this drive, and here he finds his big tight end for good yardage. And that's what you have to do. Keep defenses guessing about where you're going to go with the football.
Allen now on 1st down. This one caught by his tight end, Andrews. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. On 2nd down, here's a run with Singletary. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a... They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's got the 1st down as he gets it to the 8. A stop there on 3rd. They could have held him to 3 on this opening drive. Now they have to bow their necks on 1st and goal.
And if I'm looking at this from the offense's point of view, that's a big-time pickup right there. And I go right at him with another momentum play. I go quickly and attack him.
And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Devin Singletary. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Blues drive it right down the field to score on their opening drive.
First quarter, maybe too early to talk about statement drives, Charles, but that sure seemed like a statement drive right there.
Well, if we're going to talk about statement drives, I think what they're saying is we're going to establish the run. They gave it to him early and often on this drive, and he wound up taking it into the end zone.
Harrison Butker is on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 7-0. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it was finished off by a Devin Singletary touchdown run. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So here are the Bears now for their opening drive. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the 1 interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown passes.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Now Lawrence on 1st down. Then Woods has it complete. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32.
Well, this defense, Charles, really played well in that win a week ago.
And one of the key things you always look for when you're evaluating a defense is how opportunistic are they? How many takeaways do they get per game? And how about last week's game? That number, 6. Absolutely phenomenal performance. They were on top of their game right from the first snap. And already down 7-0 after the touchdown a minute ago, so a 3-and-out here would not be ideal for them. Nice job finding his receiver there, and they get the first down.
A first down carry for Henry.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Going to throw right side here, complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The Bears with the football. We get set to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it 2nd and 7.
A shotgun handoff to Henry. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive. Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Now Lawrence.
Oh, he's looking for a touchdown deep for Woods. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with the referee.
So the pass incomplete in the end zone, but contact and pass interference.
And now where does the ball...
They run D is trash.
1 yard line. They gave up excellent real estate on that one. That's going to work really, really well for the guys who threw it.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. False start there. That will set the offense back 5 yards.
Brandon, the lineman certainly flinched there before the snap. A good call.
And that'll set him back 5. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal.
And now they'll throw it with Lawrence.
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown.
Trevor Lawrence.
His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Bears are an extra point away from tying the football game.
Extra point by Bass, up and good.
And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. On the handoff, it's Singletary. And able to get a couple as he's across the 40 to the 41. The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for third down. Now Allen. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he'll go out of bounds, it appears, right at the 45. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. On fourth down, here's Brian Anger now to kick this one away. Fair catch called for and collected right at the 10-yard line. A 41-yard punt there with no return. And it'll be 1st and 10 Bears from deep in their own territory. On first down, Lawrence. Over the middle, complete into the hands of Trimble. And all the way down to the 35. So how about this for a change in field position? From inside the 10, here's first down on the other side of the field. Running from the gun with Henry. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
They'll run with Hunt on 2nd down. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. All knotted up at 7. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The field goal unit's going to stay put on the sideline. They're going to go on 4th down here. They'll run for it with Henry. And he gets the first down here as he's taken down at the 24. At first glance, I actually wasn't sure that he got it, but he ended up getting it by about a full yard.
He certainly did, but it took a little effort, didn't it? Took some nice push, a little crease inside, and some determined running to make sure that he got the first down.
Open man left side, it's the tight end Trimble. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. First down now, but that clock rolling. Out of the gun, they run it with Hunt. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Running with Hunt here out of the shotgun. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now the Bears going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. On 3rd and goal, Lawrence. Touchdown! That's caught. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bears have taken the lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. And not wanting to risk anything here late in the half, he'll just take a knee and they'll bring the football out to the 25. There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. One more time, they'll keep it on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on third down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away. Fair catch called for and made at about the 32-yard line. Yeah, call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime.
15, line, 61, pass, box, right. Hey, C6, C6.
Final play of the half. It's Lawrence. Airing it out, looking for Ridley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. So due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. Taken in at the 3. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
Let's go, let's go.
So here are the Bears to take over on offense. They are trying to snap that 3-game losing streak. On top so far with the football here, 1st and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's second down. Again from the 20 after the incompletion. Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run with Hunt. And not too much going there as he'll get it up to the 23-yard line. And the offense moving quickly to the line. On third down, Lawrence swings this out for Hunt. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the third downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the third quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that are how they established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead, because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And he's got room. And he gets this inside the 35-yard line.
I remember watching Derrick Henry come out of Alabama and sitting with some scouts, and one of the debate points with him was, while at Bama, how often did he have to deal with contact near the line of scrimmage? They were so good up front that he often got to the second level pretty easily. I think he's starting to answer those questions with runs like that. He's a physical guy.
On 2nd and 9, Lawrence. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
Here's Lawrence.
Escapes, hit as he throws. He lost the football. It's loose. This offense converted once on 4th down earlier. Now they're out there again to try once more.
So that'll back him up 5. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. Singletary again. Able to fight through one tackle. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. To the air. Allen slings it to Andrews, and it's complete. The tight end has it. And he'll be corralled right around the 34.
Couple of first downs right in succession, and this is an offense that could really use a good drive, and they're off to a fast start here.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary, and he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Well, sometimes it's hard to take your eyes off this guy at the linebacker position. He can really cover some ground, and he did there to make that play.
Right back to Singletary on 2nd down. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now, the stiff arm created some space initially, but he's taken down not long after. That's going to bring up 4th down, only a gain of 2 there. Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Chicago. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Bears take over. Out comes this field general once more, leading his offense back onto the field. How do you break down his game so far? Just the 1 touchdown pass, but sometimes the touchdown pass stat category, that doesn't tell the whole story.
It really doesn't, not until you balance it with the error side. You know, and in this case, he hasn't thrown any interceptions. So a lot of people would call this almost a pedestrian game, kind of a bus driver game. But that's just really wrong. Being a bus driver is a good thing if you're running a football team, because that means you're in control and you're taking your team to the right places.
Yeah, he's been pretty solid. They'll start things on 1st with Torrey Cohen. And some room to maneuver. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
I know that play went to the left side, and that's what it was designed to do, an outside handoff there. But how about the whole offensive line being involved? Seal the left side where the play was going, what they call play side. But how about on the backside? Just taking care of business to make sure no one can get there and disrupt it.
Is the biggest key the left tackle?
Without a doubt. Control that edge. get out there. You want that left tackle, if you bring your tight end over there. Either way, control the edge of the line of scrimmage. You got a chance to run.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. The delay of game backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They try again with Cohen, and he stopped immediately there. Back now here on EA Sports. 3 quarters have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. On 2nd and 15 now. Lawrence. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 15. Looking to throw, Lawrence. He completes it to Ridley. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. A big play that time through the air. 33 yards. First down, a run with Cohen. And he'll get about 5 here as he'll take this down inside the 20-yard line. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Cohen. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
The Bears on 3rd down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front 7, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
On first down, Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Now Lawrence. Right side complete. That's Woods. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. That is not going to be any help as they dump him behind the line of scrimmage. And a loss of 3 to bring up 4th. So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. This to make it a 2-score game. The kick by Bass is good. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So that's, CD, an important one here in the 4th quarter.
And that importance cannot be overstated. All eyes on both sidelines were staring that one down all the way. The significance is that they made it a 2-score game. Still lots of time left to go, but likely that was their goal at the start of the drive. Get 3 points, make it a 2-score game, and they were able to get it done.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And the complexion of this one has changed a fair amount. That last field goal made it a 2-score game, so they need to get points out of this drive relatively quickly. Now a throw over the middle, and he's got it to start the drive. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now Allen. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And he comes back with one complete. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
So no gain on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 10.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained, so they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quickly. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Allen's throw is complete, and he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Now Allen. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. Touchdown! CeeDee Lamb. His first touchdown on the year. And the Blues have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. They do tack on the extra point as well. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. That one looks like he'll throw here. This is caught. It's Woods. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Cohen, and he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. So here we go, Charles, 3rd down. Any chance you're throwing?
I don't think so. I think you got to keep the clock rolling here.
And indeed, they will keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence. He'll fire a desperation throw for the end zone. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Well, going into the final play of this game,